I don't see hardly no improvement, if any.
Do you agree with what Rashad McCants said about him not being a go get it bucket type of player?
Oh no, bro. DeMar can go get a bucket, but is
But
that
no,
what Sacramento needed?
he was saying like he ain't just like no crazy type of scorer. He above average scorer. That's how I took it. What he was saying about DeMar. I'm like, bro, he done averaged over 20 points a game just about every year he been in the league. I think that's much more above average.
He's a bro. He's a borderline superstar in terms of scoring. He was a borderline superstar. He was the best player on conference finals teams. That's still a hell of an accomplishment. Because you look at all the great scorers that came to the league that never was doing that. The Gilbert Arenases, the Vince Carters. The dudes ain't get to no conference finals. DeMar got his team to a conference finals, and he was clearly the guy. But
Even when he was on bad teams, he still managed to get them in the playoffs or have them have a playoff fighting chance.
yeah, so I do think he's a star scorer, but I just don't think that's what Sacramento need. I think he is a get bucket guy, and over the past few years, especially since he came from San Antonio, he been money in the fourth quarter. So he been closing games too in his later age.
So I mean,
So
that is something that they can help with because now instead of just them leaning on Fox for that, now they have two guys that they can kind of go to. But the biggest issue that they have yet to resolve is a true paint rim protector. That's their biggest flaw that they have.
and that's what nobody's talking about.
Like if they would
DeMar,
have
that's
got
cool.
I can say they would have got DeRozan and that, I'll be like, okay, y'all moving somewhere. Y'all got something now. But the fact they it's kind of like if you got a cake and you trying to find out, okay, man, dude turning 30. Okay, we need a 3 and a 0, and somebody come back with a sign that say happy birthday. It's like, okay, that's cool. Like we can add that to the cake, but what we need here is a 3 and a 0. Like we can add
Then
that on
say,
there, but it's not gonna mean much unless we have that how old he's turning to with it. That's basically
yeah.
what the Kings did. Like okay, yeah, we're gonna add another scorer. We're gonna get a true rim protector. No, but we got another scorer though. Like okay,
And think who they top four players, right? The Kings. It's
it's gonna be Fox, DeRozan, Sabonis, and then Monk.
which one of them is you would say is the best defender? Probably Fox.
Yeah,
And he's not elite. He's good. He's
he
solid.
can be if he can play because you know and I know like in certain parts in the season the way he plays. That's the only thing that's kind of separating him from being an elite player altogether. Is him just being consistently at a certain level. He can if he was consistently a great two way, like, but you can tell some games he kind of taking off, or some quarters he take off, and then when the fourth quarter comes, it's like okay, I'm gonna ramp it up a little bit. If he can ever get healthy and just play at a consistent level, that boy gonna be crazy.
To me, they four best players ain't none of them locked down. Like Fox good. I think Malik Monk could hold up to a certain extent. DeRozan could do something to a certain extent.
But Sabonis is barbecue chicken in
Yeah,
that
Sabonis
post.
barbecue chicken. Yeah.
He don't like at least those other three guys can kind of hold their own. Like they not just gonna be getting straight up cooked. Like we've never looked at DeRozan as a two way, but when you think about it, how many people just don't really just cook DeRozan other than LeBron?
Yeah. Yeah, he don't get cooked, but it's like your closing lineup is Fox, Monk, DeRozan, Murray, and Sabonis.
That's a small lineup.
I'm not scared of that lineup at all, bro. Especially when it comes to playoff teams. Like they go whoop on Detroit and teams like that. But the teams that matter, like, okay, let me see. Mavericks. Who you putting on Luka? Who you putting on Kyrie? That's where it's like, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And you can go up and down the line on the top teams in the West. It's just their defense not gonna be there. They've been one of the worst paint defense teams in the league for the past 3 years. That's
I think
not helping.
I think too. I think a playoff team they can maybe get away with not having to worry about so much the perimeter defense is maybe Minnesota because Ant is really they only like go-to bucket getter. Like we still have yet to see McDaniels just be like a bucket on a consistent basis. We still have yet to see what's his name? What's the dude who come off the bench? The what's Shea cousin?
Oh, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Like those guys, they have spurts where it's like, oh man, if they can play this all the time, Minnesota, man, they gonna be nice. So the only guy they really got to worry about off the perimeter on a consistent basis is maybe Nas Reed, and then of course Ant.
My
So they
thing
make
is
well they gonna be outmatched big wise.
they are just gonna say they got too much size, and then they still got like 3 guys on the perimeter to put on 3 guys on the perimeter.
They got
Like,
JaVale McGee, don't they? The Kings.
man, he did that, bro. It's
Bruh,
like
they got a
they could
washed
have
up
got.
McGee.
I know you ain't been really paying attention to the summer league, but they could have got the Miami Heat center. Miami Heat got a center, Khalil Ware, like 2 spots after Sacramento drafted they little guard they drafted. And this dude can hit threes. He was protecting the rim. And I remember, I think I said it on one of the streams. I said, bro, it's a dude named Khalil Ware. The Kings need to get him. They still ain't get him. So, and he been killing in summer league. I think he had like 29 and 13 in one of the California Classic games. And then now I think he had like 16 and something and like 8 at halftime in this game today. And he hit a 3. He been hitting threes and all kind of stuff. So I feel like when you make tiny mistakes like that, because like there's no reason why you need to add another guard, bro. They went and got another guard in the lottery, Ray.
That's what make up their whole roster just about as guards.
And that's my problem with the Kings. Like Debo, that's cool. But man, he ain't helping them where they need to be helped, bro. They needed rim protection and they needed rim protection and like paint defense. And they just need another guy to guard somebody.
Is there anybody in free agency still that you think that they should go after for either of those fill-in spots? Or you think this the roster they gonna just stick with and go with into next season?
It's the roster they got, bro. Unless they go after Mo Bamba. Let me see where Mo Bamba. I've been saying that. I'm like, bro, you might as well go get Mo Bamba. At least he can hit threes and block shots. You don't need him to do too much.
Do Mo Bamba come off as a player who just like he just there to collect the check? Like he don't really just got a love for the game or something? Or is that just me?
I don't even know where that nigga from. I know he don't love the game. Come on, bro. He tall. Just go, you know what I'm saying? He was one of them say, bro.
Last year he was with Philly. Or did he end up getting traded?
No, he was with Philly last year. He with the Clippers this year.
I guess he don't how many teams can he be with now? Orlando, Lakers, Philly, and Clippers.
Yep, there's 5 teams in 6 years.
That's crazy.
26 years old, just turned 26. And he got his own song. His song is more popular than him.
I can say that song came out before he even got drafted.
Yeah.
And that's still the biggest, I don't even know how dude made that song. Like you could have chose anybody else.
He said that was one of his friends. He just knew him. Got lucky.
Should have knew somebody else.
But so what do you expect? What's your expectations for the Kings record wise, seeding wise?
I mean, the West, that's gonna be. I expect them to be a playing team. I mean, the other teams in the West, they just it's man, the West is too deep, so it's gonna be hard for them to sneak in that top six. Because the other teams, they already been together for so long, so they got chemistry, they got experience with each other. This Kings team, like we seen last year, they was crumbling. I mean, I don't know. I don't know though. That's the one thing about sports. You don't never know what's gonna happen until it happens. But I don't know. I don't think this moves the needle very much. Like I said, I like the fact that they now have two go-to closer guys, but it's just they still, like you said, they still need an elite. I would say a 3-and-D guy, not just a lockdown, but a guy that can be like a corner specialist type or just a spot up shooter, and then also a lockdown on the other end. And they still need that rim protector. So until they answer until those boxes are checked off, it's man.
They
People gonna
went and
expose.
got another guard. It just blows my
I wish
mind.
they would. I wish they would. Well, I don't know. They probably didn't have this type of player in the draft. I wish they had like a more athletic Keegan Murray type that could defend, like that can defend at a high level.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.